What's going on, you guys? I am back with yet another video. I know it has been a while since I last posted. I have been a little busy, but I am back and I brought with me an absolutely awesome manga haul for you guys. And to be honest with you guys, this might actually be my favorite manga haul I have ever gotten, because not only did I get a new box set, but I also got two really rare manga series. And I just still can't believe I actually got my hands on them, so I'm really excited to show you guys those. And in this manga haul, I got not only one completely full Barnes & Noble bag right here, but I also got another completely full Half Price Books bag, and then I have one box right here from eBay, and this box has one of the rare series I'm going to show you guys later on. So as you can see, this is an absolutely gigantic manga haul, and for those wondering, this manga haul consists of 86 volumes. So this is by far one of my largest as well on this channel, and I got all this manga throughout the months of March through May, so we definitely have a lot of manga to talk about today. But like always, before we get into the manga haul, make sure you guys comment down below if you've been watching any anime or if you've hauled any manga recently, and if you end up enjoying this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you haven't already. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And this Barnes & Noble bag right here I actually got for my birthday, so I definitely went all out for my birthday. And I think I got like over 20 volumes at Barnes & Noble. So starting it out, we have one of my all-time favorite series right here, but that is Jujutsu Kaisen. This series has absolutely blown me away. I went into this series knowing it was going to be great and everything, but I was definitely not giving this series enough credit, because this series has definitely made its way into my top 5 favorite manga of all time. But let me go ahead and show you all the volumes I got. So I got volumes 13 through 17 right here, and you have volume 13 right there, which I love the way Jujutsu Kaisen covers look, and this one looks absolutely amazing with Sukuna on the front. Volume 15, volume 16, and this is actually where I stopped reading because the Shibuya arc ends at this volume, so I'm probably not going to read any more of this series before I get volumes 18 through 22. But that was volume 17 right there. But guys, I was so into the Shibuya arc when I was reading it that I ended up reading it all in one day. And in fact, I just got to the Shibuya arc in the anime. I've been watching it with my little sister, and the anime is absolutely amazing. And to be honest, Jujutsu Kaisen is one series that I actually recommend watching the anime more than reading the manga, because they really stick to the manga and the animation is absolutely incredible. Some of the best animation, if not the best, I've ever seen in an anime. But there we have volumes 13 through 17 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and let's move on to the next series, which this series right here is by far my favorite ongoing Shonen Jump series right now. And I picked up this volume in March, and there was actually 2 more volumes that just came out, so I do have to go pick them up pretty soon. But that is Akane Banashi. Guys, I cannot recommend this series enough. And I really hope this series gets an anime adaptation really soon, because with how popular the manga is, I would be really surprised if they don't actually make it an anime. But at the time of this recording, volume 6 just came out, so I'm really excited to get those 2 volumes. And I am trying to go a bit slow with this series. I believe I'm on volume 3 of it, and I'm just trying not to read too much, because I do not want to have to wait for new chapters to come out. But yeah, this is such an amazing Shonen Jump series, and I highly recommend you guys check this series out. Then I got the next volume I needed of Black Clover. This is a series I've been wanting to get back into for a while now. I read the first 5 volumes a long time ago, and I'm starting to get back in the mood for this series. So I do want to pick up actually a couple more volumes of this, and I just want to binge as much as I can. And I want to get caught up with this series pretty fast, because it is definitely a longer series. I believe it's all the way up to volume 36. And I'm really happy to see that this series is actually as popular as it is. I believe it's considered like in the new gen big 3. But yeah, I'm really excited to start reading this again. But that's volume 8 of Black Clover. And then next up we have 2 spin-off series, I guess you could call it, of One Piece. And the first one I have right here, I think is such a cool idea, and this is going to be such a fun read when I do read it. But that is Shokugeki no Sanji, which as you can tell is pretty much a spin-off of Food Wars, just with One Piece characters. And of course Sanji is the main character in this, and Sanji is one of my favorite Straw Hats, so I'm really happy to see him get his own manga. As you can see, we have all the broad tier characters right there, and throughout this manga it just features all the different characters from One Piece, and I just think this was such a fun idea, and I'm really happy we actually got a physical reputation of this, so I'm really excited to read that. And the next one we have here is Volume 1. I believe there's going to be 2 volumes in this, of Ace's story. And guys, this has some of my favorite art I have ever seen in manga. And it says the art is by Bochi. And if I'm correct, I believe Bochi is the same person that does the artwork for Dr. Stone. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It just follows Ace's backstory. And I think it has some parts when he had his own private crew, but I think most of it is when he's in Whitebeard's crew. So I'm really happy we get to learn more about all the adventures he went through. But yeah, this is volume 1 of Ace's story. And then we have 2 volumes of Spy Family, volume 6 and volume 7. But this is a series I'm all caught up in with the anime. Right now I'm on like the cruise ship arc, I guess you could call it, which I'm really liking because they're going way more into your story and about her job and all that, which I really like to see. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Shonen Jump series, especially at the beginning. It's just so wholesome and such a great manga. Okay, now this series, I actually picked this up because this actually just got an anime movie adaptation. So I went ahead and picked up Volume 1 or Omnibus 1 of Blue Giant. Now this series seems right up my alley because it's about jazz, and it's about this kid right here that wants to become like the greatest jazz player. And I am a huge jazz fan. It's going to be really awesome actually listening to jazz while reading this. So I'm really excited to get into this. And tell me what you guys think about the movie, if you've seen it yet, and if I should check it out after reading it. But yeah, there's Omnibus 1 of Blue Giant. Okay, now we have a series that I actually started out with this in the anime. And I love the anime so much. So I just picked up the 2 volumes they had at Barnes & Noble of The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent. And guys, look at how gorgeous these covers are. These are some of my favorite covers in my entire manga collection. These are absolutely amazing. But this is a series that was originally light novels, which I am really wanting to get into because recently I have really been into reading actual books. So that's why I want to get into light novels, because they're just manga in novel form. But guys, if you're into magical medieval fantasy manga and it's just a really cozy watch or read, I highly recommend you guys check out The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent. Okay, this series I have right here, I don't know anything about it. I just thought the cover looked really wholesome, and I flipped through it and it just looks like a really cute and really wholesome manga. So I picked up volume 1 of Our Wonderful Days. I know nothing about this series. I don't even know if it has an anime adaptation. So tell me in the comments if you guys have read this series or not, and if you liked it or not. But this series looks like it's based in like a high school, so I'll let you guys know what I think about this series when I read it. But that's volume 1 of that. And then we have actually my first light novel right here. This is Itachi's Story Volume 1. Now there's 2 volumes in this light novel, but for some reason I cannot find Volume 2 anywhere. It's out of stock at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Crunchyroll. But Naruto has a lot of different light novels. They have one about Shikamaru, Kakashi, Naruto, so I did want to pick up those as well. But like most Naruto fans, Itachi is by far my favorite character. And I've always wanted to learn more about his backstory when he was a kid and all that. So I just had to go ahead and pick this volume up, and I'm really excited to learn more about his backstory. Okay, next up we have a series that is so difficult to find in stock. I could only find volume 2 of this series, and I'm just waiting for it all to come back in stock so I can go ahead and get it all, because this series is absolutely phenomenal. But that is Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I've been watching the anime of this, and it is so good. But medieval fantasies are definitely my favorite genre of manga, so of course I ended up liking this. And then we have volume 3 of Towing After the Apocalypse. Now I recently started reading this, and I just need one more volume to complete this series, so it's a very quick read. But I highly recommend you guys check this out. It is so underrated. and it just follows these two ghouls that survive an apocalypse. And even though most of human civilization has perished, that doesn't stop them from pretty much touring Japan and just going to all these beautiful spots in Japan. But if you want a quick read that's very wholesome but has a lot of sci-fi elements to it, I highly recommend Touring After the Apocalypse. Alright, and now we have a series I never would have thought in a million years I would find this out of Barnes & Noble, much less Volume 1, because it's kind of hard to find. It rarely comes back in stock on Amazon, but that is Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen Noodles. Volume 1. Now, Volume 2 is very easy to find, so I'm really happy I can find the next volume. Now, after that, I don't know how many volumes there are, and if I can even find them. Now, this series is about these two, I believe, high school girls that pretty much just go around trying different variations of ramen, and it's just such a laid-back series. And I myself am a huge ramen fan, so this was definitely right up my alley, and I highly recommend this series. But if you can't find the manga, I would definitely recommend the anime. I believe it's on Crunchyroll. So there's Volume 1 of Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen Noodles. And then we have a series that I would not be surprised if it makes its way into my top 10 favorite manga of all time. That is a Blue Period, Volume 3. I tried to get more at Barnes & Noble, but Volume 3 was all they had in stock. But guys, this is such a good manga. I believe Netflix made an anime adaptation to this. So I highly recommend you either check out the manga or the anime. But this is a series about painting. Now, I've always been into all types of art, but painting was one of the lesser ones I was into until I read this, and now I really want to get into painting. This series has definitely inspired me, but everything from the artwork to the characters are absolutely phenomenal. Everything about this series I absolutely love, and I just cannot recommend this series enough. Okay, and now we're getting to the bottom of the Barnes & Noble haul, and the next series I have here, again, is something that might go into my top 10. This is by far my favorite medieval fantasy I have ever read, and that is Witch Hat Atelier. This is such a good magical fantasy medieval manga, and I am so happy that this series is getting an anime adaptation. But I got volumes 1 and 2, and I want to pick up more very soon. In fact, I might go ahead and pick up all the volumes that are out so far. But out of all the manga series I have in this haul, Witch Hat Atelier is the series I recommend the most, especially if you're into medieval fantasy manga. I cannot recommend this series enough. And again, I'm just so excited for the anime to come out. Okay, now the last series we have in my birthday Barnes & Noble haul is another medieval fantasy called Delicious in the Dungeon. Now, I heard about this series through the Netflix adaptation, and tell me in the comments if that's actually a good adaptation from the manga, because Netflix isn't known to have great anime adaptations. But from the little that I have heard, it seems like the anime is doing pretty well. But this series captures pretty much my two favorite manga genres of all time, which is cooking and medieval fantasy. And I'm so excited to start reading this. I wanted to pick up more, but I guess everybody's been buying this manga because every single volume on Crunchyroll is out of stock. But that was Delicious in the Dungeon. Tell me what you guys think about the manga and the anime, and I'm really excited to start reading that. And with that, we have finally made it to my favorite part of this manga haul, and that is the box set and the 2 rare series. And I think I'm going to leave the box set for the very last. So let's go ahead and jump right into the first rare series that I got. And I found this at a half-price books. Now, I usually don't go to half-price books looking for manga because my local one never has had a good manga selection. They might like have half a bookshelf worth. But I went to half-price books looking for Harry Potter books, and I ended up leaving with a full bag just of manga on top of my Harry Potter books. And that's mainly because they really brought up their game with the manga selection. They have like 4 or 5 bookshelves of manga, which I'm super happy about. But when I've gone to other half-price books and they actually have a decent manga selection, it's always so fun because you're gonna find stuff you're never gonna find anywhere else, like a Barnes & Noble or online. Because they will have a lot of like old school Tokyo pop stuff and even real manga at times. And I ended up getting really lucky and finding volumes 1 through 16 of the single editions for 20th Century Boys. and they are in absolutely perfect condition. Now I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this series. It is by the master mangaka Naoki Urasawa. It's done other works like Pluto and Monster. But if you've ever tried getting into this series, you probably have gotten the perfect editions, which I think look great. I was more than willing to get the perfect editions. In fact, I was going to go ahead and buy all of them a couple months ago, but I held off, and I'm so happy I did because I probably wouldn't have gotten these. The best part about half price books is if you can find a rare manga, you're gonna find it for super cheap, because I ended up getting 20th Century Boys for $5.45, which is an absolutely amazing deal, especially for a rare manga like this, because I recently finished Monster, so I'm excited to see if I end up liking 20th Century Boys better. It's pretty much a 50-50 in the manga community, whether you like Monster or 20th Century Boys. Yeah, let me go ahead and get all of the volumes out right here. There it all is, volumes 1 through 16. And if you noticed, I actually got volume 21 right there. Turns out volume 21 isn't that hard to find. I ended up finding it on Amazon for like 12 bucks. So I went ahead and got volume 21 right there. So I only need volumes 17, 18, 19, 20, and 22. And turns out those are some of the rarest volumes, especially volume 17. So I'm just really hoping I can find those someday. But yeah, there we have all the single editions for 20th Century Boys. I never would have thought in a million years I would ever collect the singles. But yeah, I just cannot be happier that I found this series. But let's go ahead and put this series to the side here, because we still have one other rare series to show you guys. So let me go ahead and grab that box. And this series I had to order from eBay, as you can see. Now this series I have in here, I'm sure most of you, if not everybody watching this video, has probably never heard of the series that's in this box, which is a real shame because this series is absolutely amazing. But not only did I find the full series in pristine condition, but I also found all the volumes selling for $10 a piece. So I got the full 23 volume series for $230. So between 20th Century Boys and this series right here, I've definitely got a great deal on it. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you guys what this series is. And the series is Itsu Warabito. I think that's how you pronounce it. This series is a Shonen Sunday, which I had never even heard of before actually collecting this manga. But this is a series where you can like find half of the series, just random volumes on Crunchyroll. Which brings us to volume 2 right here, which is probably the rarest manga in this series. And I just cannot believe I am actually holding volume 2. I've been looking for this volume for so long, and I've been just looking for this entire series for so long. Let me go ahead and get it all out for you guys. This is a series that I highly recommend you guys check out. If you can't find it in the manga, like I couldn't for such a long time, you can read it in the Shonen Jump app. That's how I started reading it. But this series is such an underrated Shonen Jump series, and unfortunately this series never got an anime adaptation, which is so weird because I think this would be a great anime. This is definitely one of the most underrated manga I have ever read. Okay guys, and there you have it. The 2 rare mangas I got, and I got these in the same month as well. So these 2 series right here are definitely the pride and joy of my collection. And again, I just cannot be more happy that I found these series. But let me go ahead and clear out this manga so I can show you the box set. So let's go ahead and get into that.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, and I got the box set right here. And the box set I got is the last box set I need for this series. But of course that series is One Piece. This is box set 4 right here. And guys, there's no competition. Box set 4 is by far the greatest One Piece box set in looks, with the maroon treasure chest and with all the characters in these awesome outfits. Plus we get Trafalgar Law on the front, which I think is really awesome to see him up in the front. But this box set could not look any better. This is definitely my favorite looking box set of all time, especially on the back right here with Sanji and Luffy and Big Mom in the back right there. This artwork is absolutely amazing. And then we have Luffy on the side right there. But yeah, like I said, this is the last box set that's out so far for One Piece. I believe volume 106 is out, So I do have 16 more volumes to get individually. And if you're wondering where I am in the story, I just finished the Punk Hazard arc. So I'm going right into the Dressrosa arc, which I know is a lot about Doflamingo. So I am really excited to get into the Dressrosa arc. But let's go ahead and open this box set up right here. And you have, of course, the infamous One Piece spines. I think the One Piece spines gets better and better with each box set. And box set 4 by far has the best spines in my opinion. But if you're wondering what arcs this box set contains, it contains Dressrosa to the Revelry. And of course that has like Whole Cake Island and Zao in it, and all of those arcs. And the volumes it comes with is volumes 71 through 90 right there. But like I said, One Piece is my favorite series of all time. And to be honest, because I just finished the pre-time skip One Piece, I'm thinking about ranking every single pre-time skip arc. Because I have a lot to say about all the arcs in One Piece, and I could just talk about the series all day long. But anyway, let me go ahead and actually show you all the different manga covers to this series. So starting it off, we have volume 71 right there, volume 72, volume 73, which looks awesome with Doflamingo and Trafalgar Law, volume 74, volume 75, volume 76, which I love the different colors on each character. That looks really awesome. Volume 77, and if you noticed, Volume 77 and Volume 78 actually have the same color on the spine. But first we have Volume 77 with Doflamingo and his gang right there. And then of course we have Volume 78 with all the straw hats. Volume 79, which guys, look at this volume with Doflamingo, Fujitaro, and Akainu right there, and Guilful Bounceman. This is by far one of my favorite manga covers in One Piece. That looks really awesome. Next up we have Volume 80, Volume 81, Volume 82, with, I believe that's Vivi right there. I didn't know she came back in the series, so that's going to be really awesome seeing her again. Volume 83 with Big Mom on the front cover. Volume 84, which this is another one of my favorites. This looks really awesome. Volume 85, Volume 86, Volume 87, Volume 88 right there, Volume 89, which this one looks really awesome as well, with Luffy versus Katakuri. That looks really nice. And lastly, we have the first volume of Wano right there, Volume 90, with, man, they are bringing back a lot of characters like Vivi, Wapol. I never would have thought he would come back in the story. Shirahoshi Lucci, I love him as a villain, he's really awesome. But yeah, there's Volume 90, which is the last volume in this box set right here. And with that, that's going to end this manga haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this manga haul as much as I did. I really enjoyed showing you guys the 2 Rail series that I got. I still can't believe I actually found those series. But again, make sure you comment down below any hauls or any anime you've been watching lately. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm so happy that I'm back making YouTube videos for you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video.